Good evening, comic book fans. Here I am this week with the comics I bought at my local comic shop. I got 9 this week. 7 regulars and a couple special ones. We'll start with Armor Hunter's Harbinger, issue number 3. I think this is the last issue of this miniseries. In this one, there's some of the members of Harbinger are down in Mexico City dealing with an alien invasion and aftermath stuff. It's been a good series. I've enjoyed all the Armor Hunters stuff I've bought. It's wrapping up this month, I think. We'll see how it goes, but it's if you're looking for fun, sort of world story, cosmic story, superhero stuff, Armor Hunters is a good book. Next we have East of West number 15, which I've liked all along. It's been a slow world building build on this book, but it's a lot of fun. The artwork is nice. Let's see what we got here. I still don't know what these freaking blank pages are in all these books nowadays. I mean, really? How many blank pages in a row do we need? 4? Like I said, I still don't know what that is. But I like the book. I like the artwork. I like the story. It's picking up a little more now than it was. I've heard people complain that nothing much goes on in this book, and that might be true. But I like it. If you have to like political stuff going on to like this book, and I do, so I dig it. Next we have Ghosted number 13. That is a nice cover. I like that cover. The deck of cards becoming the logo. I really liked the last issue of this one. They went in started a new story where the lead character, whose name I can't remember, was just sort of kidnapped and forced to work for the government to figure out. I guess they want him to figure. I guess they sort of like they want him to figure out their X-Files. But this story is about this guy who's a magician, who has, real supernatural powers, who's up to no good in New York City, including this weird scam he's got going where he can kill you and allow you to haunt somebody. So it was a really good. I really liked last issue. I'm liking this new story, so we'll see how the second part of it goes. We have Lazarus number 11. I can't even remember what happened last issue. Well, that's not good, huh? But Lazarus is still working for her family, the royal family. There's still some nice artwork by Michael Lark, right? Rucka Lark and Arcus. Looks good. Once again, a lot of political stuff going on in this one. As Lazarus is uncovered, man, that must not have been a good issue last issue. I can't even remember what happened. I remember what happened the issue before when the rebel plan didn't work out, or the terrorist guy, or whoever he was, his plan didn't work out. But I'm still enjoying the book. Give Lazarus a try. Nice cover too, by the way. I like that coat she's wearing. You really can't. I don't know if it captures the subtlety of the blacks and grays going on there, but it's pretty neat stuff. Velvet issue 7. I really liked the last issue of this one. The Steve Epting artwork has been absolutely beautiful. I mean, that's everything. All the artwork, especially in last issue, was absolutely beautiful, and he makes his drawing look effortless, which takes an incredible amount of effort. But Velvet's trying to figure out who betrayed her and wrecked her life. The story is pretty well done. More Brubaker sort of espionage crime stuff, which I generally always like, but it's the artwork is just the highlight of this book, because like I said, Epting is doing such a masterful job with this book that I can't compliment it highly enough. Pick up Velvet if you can, because it's really, really good. The Walking Dead issue 131. I actually liked last issue because it didn't go it surprised me a little bit, not a lot. The Walking Dead has not been surprising me lately, and I found that a little annoying, but I gotta say, last issue was pretty neat. Because he was building you up to that, what the heck was that villain's name from the last story arc? Might Escaper. He hasn't so far, but he's... that villain always annoyed me anyway. But anyway, we'll see how this issue is. Have Ted McKeever's The Superannuated Man. I think this is a 4-issue story. I've really liked the first 2 issues. It's Golden Age comic size, that's why it's bigger. Ted McKeever stuff is always weird. You don't expect any kind of normal comic from Ted McKeever. This one takes place when all these strange mutated animals now kind of dominate the earth, and man is just secondary among them, and it's the story of this old man living in a ship and that's docked somewhere, I don't know, LA, seems to be someplace warm. Issue 4, nice, there's the back cover. Just living his life, trying to get by. I don't even really know there's a big, huge plot to this, but I'm enjoying it. I'm just enjoying the world of the superannuated man. And superannuated means to be made obsolete through age or technology. So I guess that's the man himself is now obsolete. But good book. It's a different size than people are used to, but it's actually got a nice thick cover, unlike so many comics these days. Well, maybe it's not that thick, but better than normal. The book itself is fairly thick and stiff. It's not normal comic book paper. But anyway, I like the series. And then for something new, I picked up Copperhead #1. Just because this guy reminds me of Dal Goda, who was a book back in the 80s. But the artwork looked pretty nice. I have no idea what the story is. Something about a cop or detective on some far-off world. I guess it's a frontier cop story. Except the frontier is in space. No idea if it'll be any good, but I liked the cover, and I'll let you know. Finally, I picked up the latest Scott Koblish drawn Deadpool. I've been picking up his issues, where he drew one issue as if it was drawn in the 80s, one issue the 70s, one the 60s, the 50s, and this one he drew as if it was the 90s. And by the way, this is a crappy copy I got. Look at that. It's smashed there. There was just no good. Comics come in such bad shape sometimes today. Look at that's bent there. How annoying. Anyway, he drew this one as if it was the 90s. Check out that Sabretooth and his big hair and weird blue highlights. And there's 90s Deadpool. Pretty neat stuff. I'm not a Deadpool fan, but I'm a Scott Koblish fan, so I picked this up, and I've enjoyed these issues as if they came from the past. I gotta say, that's a weird cover, isn't it? And there's an Original Sin tie-in. Ooh, as if I've ever read an issue of Original Sin. Oh well, but anyway. They're my comics for the week. Hope you enjoyed looking at them. What did you get?